More than 500 cases have now been impacted by investigations into city officers' actions caught on body-worn cameras. Tonight, we're learning more about a third video that has public defenders criticizing the state's attorney's office for playing politics with their clients. WJZ investigator Mike Helgren is live at Courthouse East with what some pressure to make officers arrests could be driving officers' questionable behavior. Mike.
Vic, we've obtained an internal police email from a commander that appears to show pressure on officers to hit statistics. And some say it's actions like that are behind some of the questionable behavior we're now seeing on camera.
They dismissed without a defense lawyer even standing at the defense table.
Another day and more cases have been dropped. It's likely fallout from a third questionable body camera video. But police and prosecutors are keeping the details so secret, even defense attorneys don't know.
They don't want to tell us who the officers are. We should assume that they are an officer on each and every case in the city of Baltimore.
The third video has yet to be made public, unlike two others where officers are facing allegations they planted evidence. And the public defender's office is blasting the state's attorney for failing to name any officers involved.
Is the motivation to appease the public because the state's attorney is an elected official?
The officer self-reported the latest video August 2nd, allegedly reenacting the seizure of evidence. That's the same day the commissioner held this press conference.
When those gaps in video footage exist, it's ugly. You know, what was there? I don't know. I didn't see it.
I knew it. That's why they were freaking out.
But what would be the motivation for planting evidence or reenacting? One source pointed WJZ to this internal email from a Baltimore police lieutenant dated last May. It reads, every 2 hours you are to collect the stats from each officer, warning officers can't have done nothing. Hold them accountable, it says, leading some to worry if the pressure to make arrests is leading to questionable actions on camera.
So we know there are some internal pressures for officers to reach a certain amount of arrests, and we thought that those days had passed.
But police say this is not about arrest quotas. They say that commander just wants to make sure his officers are meeting their directives and wants to make sure they're held accountable. Reporting live at Courthouse East, Mike Helgren, WJZ Eyewitness News.
Okay, Mike, thank you very much. The state's attorney's office declined an interview request, but said in a statement they took immediate action, referred everything to police.
YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now, this video right here comes straight out of Baltimore, and it's basically about BPD, Baltimore Police Department, and their crooked ways of doing things and how they're still holding on to the old stigma of arrest quotas. Well, they have certain numbers of interactions with the public they're supposed to do. They have certain numbers of tickets they're supposed to write. They have certain number of people that they're supposed to bring to jail, whether that person is innocent or guilty or not. It all goes up under the quota system, and a lot of people denied that when I made my other previous videos about that, saying a few things about that. And we have people on YouTube, this guy that come from New Jersey, I can't think of his name, Kenny Lasik or John Lasik, something like that, but you can find a video on YouTube where he was an 18-year New Jersey police officer, served on the force for 18 years, and he pretty much just got tired and fed up with it, and he started exposing a lot of truth. And that's how a lot of us, you know, even though I've been heard about the quotas and stuff, like I said, I have people in my family that's in law enforcement, even though they have never came and told me, even my own kinfolks had never said, well, this is what we do, because they're not going to do that. But at the same time, if you're smart enough, you can put it together. So this story comes out of Baltimore, and it pretty much shows how they have a corrupt, very corrupt, crooked police system. Even everybody up there has to be involved, the mayor on down, because the mayor is over the police force, whether you all know it or not. You know, and of course he answered to hire people too, but at the same time, there is no way that you can have all these different videos coming out of this year showing that these Baltimore police officers planting drugs on people, and one of them accidentally left his camera on when it planted drugs into this little stash spot, but he forgot his camera was on. He was talking to two other his narcs buddy, what you call them, the narcotic units. So when I say narc, I ain't talking about a snitch, I'm talking about narcotics officer. So he tells the narcs, you know, let me walk over here and check again, but he forgot his body cameras on. So he goes down right when he turn it on. You know what I'm saying? It shows him, you know, scrambling through a few items on the ground. It was like some little trash dump or something. And he raised one of these little, I guess, little stick up, some paper, and the drugs was right up under there. It was some crack in a bag. So he did his hand like this, like he found where the guy hid the drugs at, which he really put the drugs over there because he forgot that his stupid ass was still recording himself. You feel me? So there was one instance. Then we seen another video where this guy basically walked up and confronted this officer while he was harassing somebody else. You know, maybe trying to plant drugs on somebody else. Then he pretty much told the officer, yeah, you set me up, you put the drugs on me, you lied on record, and you pretty much lied, you know, to the court, and we gonna get this taken care of. And that guy got his charge beat after that video went viral. See, these videos do a lot of help, and they also do a lot of damage. You feel what I'm saying? But it's just the way that you put the information out there. So I'm gonna read this right here, what they says, you know, the little stuff they write, and I'm gonna give my opinion. It says, a new body camera video that appears to show questionable activity by a Baltimore police officer has come to light. The Baltimore State's Attorney's Office announced Monday the third body cam came to emerge this month that has raised concerns about possible police misconduct. At least 43 cases involving the officers in the latest video will be dismissed. So if you got somebody that's in jail and they tell you, look, man, that's a crooked cop, you know, he known for setting people up in the hood, or he known for just messing over people, whether you're in the hood or in the suburbs. If you hear them stories and that guy's telling you the truth, or that female is telling you the truth, you need to look into that, because they may not be lying. You know what I'm saying? Just like they say, they think just because somebody go to jail that they guilty. That don't mean you guilty. You feel what I'm saying? Because you got to understand what those jails and those prisons are for. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's a different story. So it says the charges will be dismissed as a result of this body cam footage. State Attorney Marilyn J. Mosby's office said in a statement. Mosby's office is also investigating whether any other officers involved are material witnesses in any other ongoing cases where their testimony is essential to prosecution. You see, that happened also recently around my way. Matter of fact, it happened a lot of time, but I pay attention. But you had this crooked narcotics officer, and he was basically stealing drugs from the drug dealers, threatening them, and had some of them on his payroll. And a few guys were winding up dead, and a few of them got a lot of years in prison. But it was a guy that worked for the drug unit in certain city. I'm not gonna say what city, but anyway, and he pretty much had a lot of these guys under him that was drug dealers, taking him out. You know what I'm saying? If anybody tried to rat and expose him, you know, and the way he got caught, guess how he got caught? It was a lot of drugs and money came up missing out the evidence room, and this happened over several times. So what they did, they was watching the camera, because they got cameras in there, and they got him. They caught him red-handed doing it. Matter of fact, they caught him right when he was trying to walk out with the 2 bags, and he couldn't explain it, and they arrested him right there. But anyway, those videos right there are hidden. But if you notice what the man said when the video first came on, he says 500 cases. So if it's 500, there's at least 1,000 or 1,500, because they're not ever going to give you the exact number. Just like if they say 30 people got hurt, you can best believe at least 50 people got hurt. You always got to add a little bit more, because the thing they want to do is still make themselves seem credible. Don't you all see the game? They still want to make themselves seem credible, like they really doing something about this, when they know about corrupt cops in there. And we need these good cops to call the bad cops out. I don't understand what's so hard about it. How can you sit up here and risk your life, put your life on the line, going out here so-called quote-unquote fighting crime out here in the streets, when you got a crook sitting right beside you in the squad car, or just walking right by you in the hallway at these police stations? How do you all do that? I don't understand. Do you not have any sense of morality or dignity, integrity? Whatever happened to integrity? You know what I'm saying? That is something that is very missing today. That is something that is so hard to find, that you will have people that's put in these positions where they can ruin people's lives and take people's lives without any, with immunity. And at the same time, we don't supposed to sit back and say anything. That's why anytime you see videos like this, you should do them too. Also, we need to call the people out, because guess what? It has been somebody in our family that's been affected by a crooked cop. It has been somebody in our family, or somebody family that we know, that have been wrongfully incarcerated, behind a cop lying on him. It has been people in our family and people that we know of around us in our neighborhoods or whatever that done got beat down by police. And true enough, there are some good ones. We see certain videos, like some of them becoming feeding certain families. We seen videos where they'll go play basketball. We need more than that. We need it to start at home. And the home is these police stations. We need the good police to weed out the bad police. As simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Because this world would be so much better if we can just get the people that's supposed to be over the people, what you call the overseers, that we can just get them to do right. But it's no way they're going to do right, because you know why? Let me put it to you this way. Because you have certain private prisons that demand that people have 96 to 97% occupancy in these institutions. So that means if they go put a private prison up in your country, not your country, in your city or town or whatever, they at least want you to have that joker 96 to 97% fully occupied the whole time. It cannot go down between 90%. If it does, you lose your contract and they'll go somewhere else. You see what I'm saying? So it's basically an incentive to lock people up. You see what I'm saying? That's why America has the largest incarceration rate, and Louisiana being #1 in incarceration in the world. That's why so many prisons and jails and detention centers scattered all over there. You know what I'm saying? Just like in the South, in Texas. And it's everywhere now. You know, California got all these damn prisons everywhere. Every damn place you go is a prison or a private prison some damn where. You like, I didn't even know that was out there. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we have to think about all that also. These secret contracts that the state is making with these corporations. You know what I'm saying? You profiting off of people suffering. The CCAC, the Correction Corporation of America, the GO group. You know, these people that you see riding by on these white buses with GO and the CCA, the transporting people, so you're making money off of people suffering their souls. You feel me? So this whole system that we're under is designed to fail, and it will fail all in due time, whether it be, you know, hey, when the Most High come back, or whether just people just have enough and wake up and realize that, look, we are being played like guinea pigs. You feel me? And we pretty much are. Because do you really need all these police? Do you need police to act like terrorist group when they arrest people? Do you need police to beat people down if they catch somebody doing wrong? No, you don't. So what's the use of all this excessive force? You know why? You want to keep fearing the people, because when you're scared, you don't think straight. You feel me? That's just like if you ever seen on a movie, not the movie on National Geographic, where you have a lion chasing a gazelle, or you're chasing a prey. And if that prey is scared, that prey will run into the water. That prey would run into a circle or run into the pack of the other lions. But if that prey is diligent and focused, notice how they run straight and get away. You see what I'm saying? So it works even the same over here, just in a different sense. You know what I'm saying? That was just a metaphor. So what I'm trying to say is this right here, is that this is nothing but another way to put fear in the people, to keep the people from speaking out, and the people must speak out. We could do videos about Housewives of Atlanta. We can do videos about people stealing liquor. We can do videos on these Steve Harveys, these Kurt Franklins, these Oprahs, Monique's, whoever. But we still got to bring it home. We still got to give the people some truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's literally what you find today. It's like people tongues are tied. It's like their hands are handcuffed, or their minds are just tied up, but they just don't want to be bothered with it. But until it really affects you, you're not going to speak out. But when it started affecting you, and you start seeing your people get locked up, or somebody in your family get killed by a crooked cop, then you would speak out. Then you would want to hear somebody tell you something. But why wait till they get to that point? You see what I'm saying? So anyway, let me know what you all think in the comment section. This has been your boy Trey. You like, subscribe. Till next time, stay blessed, stay vigilant, stay cautious, stay aware. I'm out.